What I have many times discovered is that these animals who does the meat animals, their main dish should be a protein. I'm telling you the truth. Many of you will agree or disagree with me, but depending on my research, even those people that are doing zero grazing, the main complication is the nutrition, but as well know the real procedures. Take it from me today onwards, when your animals are not getting a lot of protein, first of all, they are going to have standing hairs. Like, someone having kwashako. You've seen kids who have kwashakos. They always have standing hairs. It's the same story like for animals. If they have no protein content in their meals and it's not enough, the animals will not put on muscles. And on top of not putting on muscles as well, they will not be able to have a very good hair. But I want you to remember this. If you're feeding your animals on the grasses, what do I mean by grasses? Those are the feeds that grow and stay at the lower end of the grass, those that don't even go beyond a meter. Goats in nature, they are protein consumers. That's why they are meant to be browsers, because they always chop the acacias. Those acacias, those fodder trees that you see which raise up, they have a lot of protein content, and in one thing or the other, they also really help us to prevent a number of things, like worms, worm exposure. If you have a lot of worms in your farm and your animals are really feeding on ground, and actually what I have to tell you is that a person having the lower grass, their animals cannot look the same like those who have the browsing grasses, like those fodder trees. Like a person having let me talk about the western Uganda, that those people who do what they call carpet bombing. People does carpet bombing. They clear all the fodder trees, they clear all the upper pastures, and they only stay with lower grasses. You are eliminating yourself from being with two projects doing perfectly. Having goats and as well having cattle. But if you do carpet bombing and you remove all the shrubs and you stay with only the grass, goats will not perform very well there, unless you'll plant grasses like alfalfa, which has a lot of protein content. And two, if you want them to perform really better, this is my advice: you let your animals be dewormed every after 2 months. Why? Because they are living in an exposure of worms all throughout. Because they are feeding on ground. They are not meant to feed on ground, because there is a lot of worms on ground and it's very hard to find worms on the higher grasses like acacia, like those shrubs that you see in your farm. So my advice would be, in terms of for the sake of nutrition, if you're clearing your land, only remove the weeds that suppresses other grasses, and two, remove the grasses, remove the weeds actually, but don't remove all the shrubs. And most of the shrubs actually allow other grasses to grow in your farm. They do not affect the growth of the grasses. Reason being, those protein grasses always have very small leaves, and they go down. When they fall down, they even causes or brings even nitrogen in the soil, and even themselves, they are no nitrogen fixing grasses. which always allow grasses to grow under. But why do you clear all that? So my advice is, when you're clearing land, make sure that you clear the land, but don't do what they call carpet bombing. At least clear and leave some grasses in there. So my routine, if you want to do better, I request that you deworm your animals at least every after 2 months. If you have very good shrubs, even if you deworm, let's say once in 3 months, it can as well still do some good work. So that is piece of my advice for you guys. If we want to do performance, we want to do better and better, I want you to think about all this kind of stuff. Look at that guy, he's only 2 months old, but you see, and even this one is 3 months. Those are some of the lots that we've been having. So my dear farmers, if you're doing farming, think about of the proteinous grasses. They'll really do very good work for you. And apart from the proteinous grasses, if you have bigger land and you're managing the bigger land, please also think about of which weeds you're supposed to remove. Then on top of that, some other thing I want you to understand is when you're doing just know which drug am I supposed to use when, and which kind of pastures do I have. That will even tell you which how often you're supposed to deworm and which dewormers you're supposed to deworm using. Those who are deworming using the swampy area guys cannot use the same dewormers like those who are living on a dry spell end. So those things keep changing. I want you to keep understanding this stuff, but you're going to allow me stop here because these guys are really making a lot of noise. They can't allow me to do this. Also learn something here. I told you that goats don't want inside. No one is chasing them, but because they have seen me opening, everybody wants to go out. So this is their nature. So that means if you're forcing them inside, it's going to definitely affect them. Why? Because they are going to start fighting there because they want to come out all the time. Two, they will be affected because a small confined area will accumulate a lot of ammonia that will definitely affect them. So these things, let's learn them logically and make sure that we put them in practice. It will help us as farmers. Thank you very much and bye.